it was like basically asking the question. They were asking the men, do you feel? No, I don't even think it was a question. They were basically saying that men value women more who do not have kids compared to women who already have kids. And of course, we're talking about the dating scene. So this is single men saying that women who already have children do not deserve a man of high caliber because of the fact that they already have kids. And me, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So let me get this right. Let me present to you a situation and y'all tell me if this is what you're saying. I was like, so you mean to tell me you're a single man and on side A, you have a woman who already has a kid. She's got her own place. She's got her own car. She has a steady income. And then on the other side, you have a single woman who doesn't have kids, but she don't have her own place. She's staying with her roommate or she's staying with her mama. She don't have a car. She relies on everybody else to run her to and from. She can't keep a job. So you mean to sit there and tell me that you would hold this woman up higher in value compared to the woman who already has kids but has her shit together? Is that what y'all really telling me right now? And I'll be damned, it was makers agreeing.
Yeah.
I'm going crazy. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's really how y'all thinking out here?
You know, and like, it's crazy.
Wow.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think, I think you hit it, Nikki. Like, it's crazy. How do you compare the two? And I think that it really depends on that type of man, really. There's some men who are just selfish like that. And you know what, when some men don't want, they feel like some men are frightened of stability. They don't want that. They don't want a woman who got her act together. They don't want, maybe they just don't, they're not looking to settle. They're just looking for someone who they can just boom, whatever, and then go home. Not because a 9 out of 10, a woman who got her shit together ain't gonna deal with you. She's not gonna deal with you and waste her time with you. So you're gonna have to put in some work, and maybe they just don't want to put that work in.
If a woman that got her stuff together is a compliment. She wants somebody that's going to compliment her for one thing.
Right.
Person that got her things together.
It's not that they value her more. They just choose her to date because they can treat her any old kind of way. That is what it basically boils down to.
She's disposable.
You're not valuing her more.
Right.
You just choose to date her before you choose to date the other one because she's easier to run game on, basically. So that word value is what's important here. You don't value her more. You may desire her more.
She's more convenient.
You may desire her more because it's easier. So that word value though is what threw me for a loop. I was like, wait a minute, God dang it, wait. I need some clarification. It's that word value. You don't value her more. She's just more desirable because you can do what you want.
It's a little easier for
that one.
You gotta go. You ain't gotta go buy fruit snacks.
Think about it, because a woman who has her act together, now she wants to know what you got. What are you bringing to the table? And now there's more pressure on you. You can't just run game. She's gonna be like, well, so let me stop by your house and see what kind of mail you got. Is IRS beating you down? You got child support looking for you? What's your income? What did you pay out last year? Like if she's gonna be dealing with you, that's not being materialistic. That's not being a gold digger. That's a woman who's being realistic. Like, hey, I don't want to fall in love with this guy, be with him for 10 years and find out that his credit's all screwed up. And now I marry him. And now because he filed bankruptcy, now my business is affected. You gotta think smart. You got to think smart. So he's like, maybe it depends on him. Maybe this guy doesn't have his own self-worth together. And now he's just like, well, let me just deal with this girl because now with this girl, I don't have to deal with all that stuff.
The responsibility and all that.
She's not going to
what they thinking about.
Right. She's not going to be in my business trying to figure out who's chasing me down.
And Shanti said, preference is one thing, value is an entirely different concept.
Yeah, that word value is what stands out to me. Y'all don't value her. She's just more desirable at the moment.
Chris, what's Chrissy says? That's right, Brian.
He said, I'll take the mom who he said he'll take the mom who has her shit together all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
right.
she wasn't saying that's for all men. It was just it was a post that she came across. So we're definitely not saying that that's how men think. But she was just appalled by the fact that it was so many on that post agreeing to it.
Yeah, like, like what?
Yeah, but I think it depends on the man. A real man who's ready to who's really ready to settle down, probably would rather a woman who's stable. Period. Mm-hmm. You know.
Well, we have another caller.
Oh, see, I knew that was gonna get a good.
Hey, caller.
Hello, how you doing?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. How you ladies doing this evening?
We're great. How are you?
Good.
I'm doing okay. First, I thought I hit the wrong thumbnail. I hit the thumbnail to complain about the Hawks game, and then I ran into it here, and then it's Charlie's Angels in.
Thank you.
But anyway, so I signed in, but then I was in and out, so I just happened to catch the sidebar. And that's kind of interesting. That post that you read. I guess the guys of that caliber was looking for that type of woman, because it's what you're interested in, what you are looking for in a woman. So a dude like that will be looking for that type of a chick who basically has nothing going on or is not established, because he's basically just looking for someone to play around with, have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be two conversations having if you're looking between that woman and a mature woman. A mature woman is going to be she's going to be looking to plan out what your intentions are. The other woman is going to be like, well, what are we doing this weekend? What club are we going to? The other lady is going to be, the more mature woman is going to be like, well, what is your plan for us? Are we going to one day move in together? Is marriage in our future? What is your goal? What are your inspirations? She's going to be looking ahead because she's trying to become more established and see what you're bringing to the table. I believe one of you brought that up earlier. She's looking for someone comparable to her and someone who's going to align with the same goals she has, future goals.
Right.
If you're looking for someone that doesn't have anything going on, you just look for someone to play around with, someone you basically control, someone that really is going to be looking for you as a breadwinner, or somebody for you to be your dependent, somebody that you can just toss to the side when you're ready. A more serious, mature woman, she's not going to be playing games. She's not going to stick around for the, where you've been, I haven't seen you in a week. You only come over here when you just want a good time. When are we going to really, sit down and plan it out and talk about doing something? She's not going to stand for that.
Right.
So, I'm pretty sure that was probably some guy who really hasn't been in a serious relationship, not looking for one. I wanted to kind of touch on something earlier. I kind of was in and out. I think you guys were speaking on the subject of self-worth or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that is what you value as and being happy. I want to tie it all into that.
Okay.
You ever met a person who always claimed they were always happy? I'm so happy. I'm so happy. But when you really look back at them, you can really tell that they really weren't happy. Maybe they were happy because they were in they had a nice car. Maybe they felt they were happy because they were in a nice house. But you strip away those materialistic things, and they're just empty.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people I've had friends who always were, they were in a happy relationship, or they were just happy, I'm so happy, so happy. And then with something financial happened where they couldn't maintain that style, that lifestyle or something. And that was the only change in their life. They were just totally just unhinged, just depressed. Even though they may have had somebody there in their life, or it was just the financial situation that changed. They were just miserable. So I think a lot of that is what people value as being happy, or what makes them happy, or what do they value in life. And I believe, I think her name is Ada, I think she brought that up, is a lot of that comes from your upbringing, what your family bag was coming up, what you found true made people happy. I like during this pandemic, some people losing their minds because they're forced to stay home. They're so used to hitting the club. They're so used to socializing and being around others. They're not happy unless they're the life of the party or there's something going on. They just can't be down and be still.
That's true.
And I think that's what's the problem with a lot of people. They're not happy with who they are. They're not happy with. They don't want to spend time with themselves. They need to be with somebody else to, get them in a mood or put them in a better mood. They don't want to sit down and face the reality of their own life, of what they got going on in their personal life.
Yeah.
I think that's what really boils down to for a lot of people. Like, are you really happy with yourself? Can you be with yourself and be happy? Do you need to have a fancy car if you're living in a fancy house? Can you just be happy with yourself the way you are right now? Do you need to change something about yourself to be happy? Do you need, you feel like you need to, you feel the need to get your breasts done, so you need to get your body parts done to be happy because you don't value the way you look right now. You got to change something by yourself to be happy, or to make somebody else happy that you feel will make you happy. And I've seen a lot of that too. That seems to be a trend. You have sisters that are hacking up their bodies or scheming their way to fix themselves, and which I think everybody has the right to if they feel that will make them happy. But sometimes they get those surgeries and then they turn around and they're still not happy.
Right.
And they just keep going back for more and more surgeries, and in the end, I mean, they're just empty because they spent all that money and they still don't.
Yep.
So,
trying to change yourself.
I want to comment on.
Thank you.
The show that I've been able to catch so far tonight. I was kind of surprised that you guys did have a second show. So,
well, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we decided to take things up and give y'all a bonus episode tonight.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. But
I know he's talking about body cosmetic. To me, is the bomb. Hate to say it.
Well, depending on what you're doing.
I don't know what he's talking about.
If it's
right, it depends on your reason. Like if you're trying to do that to be happy, there's something wrong. There's something that needs to be fixed internally.
Right. But
I don't ever judge. Do what you do, boo. Go ahead and slay that body. Get that hourglass.
Okay, because I'm definitely trying to get this belly together.
I'm trying to get them boobs done. But please be happy here before you have to do all that. You shouldn't have to be happy because you got that done.
Yeah,
there's something wrong that needs to be fixed.
I agree with that part. Absolutely.
But yeah, it's do what you do.
Exactly, because some work I would love to get done. But that's just because I want to. But it's not going to define, because I'm perfectly fine who I am. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be happy first before you do those type of things. Now, if you just want to do it to improve and enhance yourself, okay, I get that. But if it's really like, I don't like my nose, and I don't like the way, when you do those type of things to try to impress other people, that's when it's a problem.
Right.
But don't do it for somebody else. Do it for you.
Do it for yourself.
But that's that. That's the sidebar. We didn't want to elaborate on that too much because that can be a whole nother topic, another whole